So I'm seeing a lot of videos about the drizzle community in my For You page. And honestly, I am so glad that men just have stopped pretending. I would much rather dusty men know their place and own the fact that they don't have the masculine characteristics to actually provide for a woman and be the leader of a family. The best part about them owning drizzle is the fact that it's going to make dating for women a lot easier. Because now men are not going to be hiding whether or not they're dusty, whether or not they're providers. I've had so many girls that stay in relationships for years because the guy convinces them that they're a provider even when they're not providing. And they future project to these women and they're like, yes, when we're married and when we have kids, I'm gonna buy you everything and you're gonna be a stay-at-home mom, just for that to never happen. So now I'm really glad men are really, standing up and being like, hey, I want to be treated like a woman. Because now women like us that want a provider and that want to stay in our feminine energy know who not to date. And just how there are women like us that would never touch a guy like that with a 10-foot pole, surprisingly, there are women that want that. There are women that want to take care of a man. Because just like how those guys think, oh, no guy is gonna want a girl that's sprinkle, they have no idea that so many men want to take care of women, of the woman that they love. So for once and for all, let's stop fighting. Let's make women that want to provide for men get with men that want to be provided for. And let's let women that want to get provided for get with men that want to provide for them.
Alright, who's gonna tell her? It's a joke. For those who don't know, the soft guy era and drizzle is trend of mocking these entitled females on social media who list a ton of demands to date and marry them. And they hijack the term sprinkle from somewhere else, so I think it means, according to a female dating coach, blessings or bless your heart. I personally thought it was slang to get cash apped, like make it rain a little. If you know in the comments, please let us know.
Sprinkle. And if y'all don't know what sprinkle means, it means like blessings, bless your heart. It's just something I made up long time ago on this channel. So it's just like saying, okay, bless your heart, back at you, whatever y'all need it to mean. But please, y'all, stop hyping up these broke dudes that aren't doing anything for you. The more you hype them up, the more they're going to think it's okay to stay broke.
And so someone replaced sprinkle with drizzle to especially mock dating coaches and the entitlement movement on social media like the bedwench you just saw. And some people even call her sprinkle lady. And so she encourages females to be gold diggers but add nothing of value to the relationship besides a career.
How do you ask men for money without feeling that? Like this. Do you want to make me happy right now? Yeah, of course I do. I want to make you happy too. But later on. Well, what do you want? Then whisper in his ear like this. I want you to take me to that ATM and give me as much money as you choose. It's kind of a kink. I just want to see what you're going to give. It's gonna be like, okay, let's go. Then you're gonna say, no, never mind. You're gonna tease them a little bit. You're gonna say, never mind. How about the next time we see each other, you just bring it to me? He already know he gonna seduce you because you just whispered in his ear, and you know what that do.
She categorizes dating and marriage advice to getting a high-value male, even though she herself allegedly got married to her sugar daddy or simp and had kids with him.
When I was younger, James was 47 when I met him. I couldn't date anybody young enough to be my husband. How about that? So we have the opposite problem. Think about it. Just think about it. A man my age, a 40-year-old man my age, do you really think that we would be compatible? Just think about it for a second. Do you really think that we would be compatible? We wouldn't. Because he's still in competition mode. He still thinks he's the prize, and I just don't have time for that. Okay?
And what makes her the most annoying is that she calls every average guy who isn't a six-figure earner dusty and broke. So like I said, the soft guy era is taking the internet by storm. And as you saw in the first video, some of these feminists don't even know it's a joke. They're so dumb and they think it's real. They think that men are trying to be females in this video. The gold digger coach responds to the soft guy era thinking it is real.
Drizzle sounds like y'all forgot to pay the water bill. I need to change that. It's not catchy. And it also sounds like you're talking about Drake and Drizzy. So it's kind of confusing. Y'all need to do better. Go back to the drawing board. Okay. Drizzle, no one paid the water bill. Drizzle, we're trying to copy women. We wish we were them. You know what? Dazzle dust, y'all should get this. This is like edible glitter. And you can sprinkle your dazzle dust onto your water to make it glisten. This is the only kind of dust I like. Glittery, sparkly. Oh my gosh, I got it on my shirt. Oh no. The dusties are celebrating. I just blew it off. That's how you get rid of dust. Just blow it away. Bye. Blow it away by asking them to pay a bill.
Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, is looking down on us smiling. We have immortalized his work of exposing modern women's delusionally high standards by flipping the script. Top comment says, drizzle equals I'm broke. A man responds, sprinkle equals I'm broke. I thought love is love. That's what these feminists say when they talk about gay marriage. And they claim money is evil, yet somehow only want to date men with money or men who will treat them like a lady. Drizzle our pockets little. These females are exposing themselves unwittingly for being gold diggers. You can't make this shit up. Drizzle equals we want to be the females. Hold on, we aren't the ones trying to act like men with the masculine energy most of these broads put off. If you don't know or haven't seen one of these sprinkle videos where a thought lists her demands, here's one.
I don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers. In exchange, he gets to not embarrass me and breathe my air. I think it's pretty fair. I think we're even Stevens. Otherwise, I don't need a man just to have a man.
You see that delusion and entitlement? This is most females on social media, which has supercharged their demands. Because these thoughts are always in competition with each other, so they one-up each other on every video. There's no such thing as a sisterhood. It's all trauma bonding. Frenemies for the right time to backstab each other. But collectively, they all thought if they raised their standards, the saying goes, a rising tide raises all boats. But play stupid games and win the stupid prize. They don't realize they're not getting those standards because they're leftover and used up women. You see, if they were worth it, they'd already have a man and those standards. But they're not. So no one's doing chivalry anymore yet. They think some alpha is going to treat them like a queen. So for the men that are making this soft guy era and drizzle movement popular on social media, you dropped your crown, kings.
What's actually hilarious is the amount of women that are outraged by this soft guy era, because basically these men are flipping the roles on them and they realize how ridiculous and unrealistic it sounds when a man says it, but then when they say it, it's not ridiculous. Like, some women have even gone as far as to call these men gay and act really homophobic towards them for simply asking for what they're asking for. And what I get from it, even if it is a joke, jokes aside, it's about reciprocation, and it's showing how many women expect it automatically because their inflated egos are telling them that they deserve it no matter what, without any reciprocation. And I don't know about you guys, but any relationship that you're in deserves appreciation, reciprocation, and I think a lot of you guys need to go back to kindergarten where we learn to treat others how you want to be treated. Because if you don't want to be used, then don't use people. If you don't want to be looked at as a paycheck, don't be a gold digger. If you want respect, you have to give respect. If you want someone to be compassionate and considerate, you have to be compassionate and considerate. And yes, this absolutely goes both ways. So the fact that so many women are showing the fact that they'll never reciprocate the same energy, this explains why so many men are out here, just match my energy and I'll match yours. And the problem is, it's not happening. It's the same way that so many women will come online and bash men and talk shit about men and talk about their first dates being awful. But the moment that my platform or other women like me call out toxic behaviors, it's a problem. So y'all can talk shit about men and their toxic behaviors, but when women call you out on your own toxic behaviors, it's different. Anyways, drizzle, kings. Okay, bye.
Couldn't have said it better. These females, especially on social media, as if their presence is enough to get the top tier treatment, when they already failed the first requirement, stay a virgin till marriage. Because in reality, the type of women who deserve all these high demands are virgin 8s, 9s, and 10s, who want to be homemakers and mothers. The top comment says, "My mother didn't treat me like a prince for another woman to treat me like a peasant. Drizzle, drizzle." I can get used to this new movement. In all honesty, most men undervalue themselves in the West, while putting these leftover women on a pedestal. Leftover women is a term the Japanese used to call single women who are over 25. Because let's face it, by that age, if you're not married, it's because no one wants them. It's something us men have to culturally view these thoughts. 25 should be the new 30. You are the first I've seen that gets it. It's literally satire. Drizzle, drizzle. Exactly, but these thoughts literally believed it was real, which makes it all that much better.
You know, the problem I have with the drizzle movement is really nothing less attractive in a man than seeing him follow up after other men. Women want to be with leaders. We don't want to be with no little boys that's following up after other men, listening to what the big homie says. We want to be with the big homie. You know, and a lot of these drizzle men you see in the comments, it's like, "That's right, King, that's right, that's right." It's like, it's one, y'all copying sisters and you're getting feminine tendencies because of it. Because as women, we like, yeah girl, that's what we do. Y'all are supposed to be leaders in these streets where, you know, your sons are only supposed to be saying, "That's right." Not, you know what I mean? Y'all are literally out here following other men like y'all not grown, like you're not grown men. And that's simp behavior, which is why many of you are getting played for your money. Because the official brothers, they ain't getting played for their money out here. They know how to talk to a woman. They know how to make a woman feel some kind of way. If you official out here, you been living the soft damn life. You better tell them. If you official out here as a man, you been living a soft damn life. That's why we saying we gotta live a soft life, because we've been giving these MFs soft lives, you know. Y'all taking the wrong approach. Instead of trying to become women, try to become your big homies. Your girl wants the big homie. That's the problem. Y'all gotta try to become the big homie. Stop trying to be the followers. Stop trying to be the women. Become the big homies, man. You know what it is. In school, all the girls liked your big homie. That's what y'all need to be shooting for.
I wonder how long it'll take these bedwenches to finally realize that this is a joke. She just admitted she and most of the females she knows are only into the Tyrones, and that regular guys are getting conned for their money because the Tyrones, aka the big homie, don't get played for their money. She proved our point. "We getting under their skin, kings. Drizzle, drizzle." And the bedwench in the video responds, "You wish. You'd have to drop down and give me 50 first. And that's why she's single. Because she's so effing masculine. We want to date a woman, not a drill sergeant. We not following. We are collaborating. You can't break us up, drizzle, drizzle. Exactly. It's to prove a point. Who hurt you, brokey? Drizzle, drizzle. You know the average female is in debt, so we should be calling them dusties and brokies.
Why didn't you break up with her when you were broke? She was good for you then, I guess. Listen, bro, what don't y'all understand? You're answering the question while asking the question. I needed the money, so I used her for her money. Like, I thought this was literally just like common knowledge and common sense. I used her for her car because she had one. She had a job, so I used her for her money. I didn't have either, so I had to. We call that using our resources. Like, you know, the girlies do it all the time, you know. They use their guys for money, you know. Sometimes the guys are just willing to give it. And I don't see a problem because she was willing to give me the money, even though she shouldn't have. It was kind of slow on her part, but, you know, she was just a great person, so I can't really blame her. I mean, you can't blame me either. Like this morning, like me and her still communicate. Like this morning, my tire popped. She gave me $200 for a brand new tire. She gave me the tire. And also, she put it on. She put my tire on my car while I sat in the car. She jacked it up and everything. Like, you new age women are so masculine. I I didn't know how. I don't know how she did it. Like, she must have had a good dad.
Females do this all the time. Keep a man or men in their orbits that they're not attracted to get the free relationship benefits that Chad and Tyrone won't give them. They'll call a friend-zoned male when they're in a jam, yet not the 10% male who bangs them out at midnight and couldn't give a rat's ass about them. And this is why a lot of men refuse to date anymore. They've gone MGTOW out permanently. Sprinkle, sprinkle, king, get you a provider woman. If she wanted to, she would. Exactly. These OF performers are millionaires. Drizzle us your OF money. She seems like a red flag because she could have bought you a new car. And she forgot to give him lunch while he waited in the car for the tire to be changed. Nah, as a dude, being able to pull this off is a flex. Actually, the Chads and Tyrones do usually use these females for money and resources because they are usually broke. Why do you think these females are always complaining about broke men? Because they've been used by the Pookies and Ray Rays and Dave, who's in the garage band while sleeping in a garage.
I've seen plenty of men that still accept a woman that has cheated.
If the man accepts the woman that cheated, the woman won't accept the man. Because it's like, wait, why would you accept me and I just let someone dominate me? Now I'm gonna look at you
That's
less.
not true. A man might accept you cheating back if he knows that he did mad shit to you. That's not gonna make a woman look at him any different.
The fact that the man would accept that woman back, that means that he's a man of no value.
Yep. If you know that you're dogging a bitch out for years and she finally cheat back one time, that doesn't mean that, oh, all of a sudden you don't think that you have other options. That just means that, no, you know the bitch that you have. You know that she's a good ass female.
It doesn't matter. If he was cheating, the man that would accept a woman back after she got her cheeks clapped and was dominated by another man, she gave up her soul, her body, and her will to another man and let that nigga slide in between her soul gaps, smack it and flip it around and dominate all type of positions. That man that would accept that woman back is a beta. He's not a man.
These females think it's all the same, and it's not. If she cheats once, no matter if she was the best wife and mother out there, that's the end of the relationship. And sleeping around for a female is easy. All she has to do is say yes. For a man to be able to sleep around, he has to have value, like have money or be famous or charismatic and have a respectable career and be in shape. Usually multiple of those characteristics to bet a couple of women. Point is, usually he has to build value and achieve something to be able to do what women can do by just waking up and getting out of bed. And the way that thought promoted cheating, I'm pretty sure she has cheated before. Also, it sounds like she only dated men who cheated, like players and Chads and Tyrones. So her justification was cheating back to get back at these top 10% men. But it's her fault because she only wants to commit to these men. The honest, hardworking guy is lame and has no game to her. Unlike the player, who can sell her dream while screwing her best friend and her cousin behind her back. If she cheats, that's the end. You're gone.
Drizzle. A lot of y'all girls are clearly showing you have no sense of humor. The joke is going right over your head. The fact is that y'all have been saying the same ridiculous stuff online, and when you say it as a woman, you don't see nothing wrong with it. But hearing those same ridiculous statements come out of a man's mouth, now all of a sudden you take him back and you offended. It's 2024, and I honestly don't understand whether or not you're a woman or a man, why anybody would not be living a soft life. I don't know why anybody would be aspiring for a hard one. Like, make it make sense. It's called a partnership for a reason. Because two people are supposed to be coming together so that they can do for one another equally. You pour into their cup just like they pour into yours. But y'all turn this into a selfish act of you trying to gain something from somebody else and benefit from somebody else, meanwhile not caring what they get in return from you. And as long as you're going into a situation like that, you will always lose, because you cannot use people like that. You cannot go into a situation and only thinking about the ways that you can benefit from it and neglect the other person involved in it. At the end of the day, if the girls want to sprinkle, the fellas can drizzle. I'm pro everybody being in a soft life era, because there's no reason why you should be living a hard life. I don't recommend that for anybody. Stress is the number one killer. I don't recommend anybody to be out here intentionally living a hard life. I don't subscribe to anybody getting with a person who's going to make life hard on them. Right? You could do all bad by yourself. Why in the world would you enter into a relationship with somebody who's going to put you through a hard life? Doesn't make sense. Date wisely.
Just goes to show these females want the 5-star hotel vacation lifestyle with a butler 24/7. The so-called strong and independent women don't need no man, wants a man to retire them early. Thought they were educated CEO boss ladies running the world. Thought they made their own money. So why are they demanding the men to make 6 figs? As the woman in the video pointed out, relationships are supposed to be a union and a trade-off. But these gold diggers see it as a Christmas wish list. If she ain't paying, we ain't staying. Drizzle drizzle, kings. Exactly. I want to finally kick back my feet and relax. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, but these females think teamwork is having a career themselves, not cooking and cleaning. The airplane needs a stewardess, but they want to be the co-pilot. Soft guy summer is going to be fire. We about to take over hot girl summer with a soft guy era.
I go on a date with a female and the bill comes and I look at it and I say, you know, it was so good to see you and everything. She don't pick up the bill and she said, oh, you're not gonna pay for it? I said, what? Drizzle drizzle, I'm not gonna pay for anything. That's giving me an ick. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you should be paying for the bill. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I got ready. Like, my suit cost like thousands of dollars. I got ready for you. My cologne cost a couple thousand. Like, I got ready and showed up. Like, I don't know what you're on, but I'm in my soft guy era. Drizzle drizzle. So I'm just trying to make sure that you understand that what's happening here is that you need to really put out. I don't know really what you have to offer. You could just say you're broke, but you could just say you're broke because I got a maid, I got a chef, I got an assistant. I don't really need a woman. So if you're broke, you can just say so, you know. But I had to go ahead and block her. I was not going back home with her. You know, if you're in your soft guy era, continue to be in your soft guy era because we are not lowering our standards. We will find someone who would do better.
That's these thoughts' biggest reason why they don't pay the bill on a date, because their makeup, hair, and nails cost thousands already. Yep, they'll claim that they put on makeup for themselves if you criticize them about wearing it. So if you're a 6-figure earner, that bedwench does need to pay for your date because your time is more valuable than hers. And there's more of her every year than you. Only 13% of the male population makes 6 figures or over in the US. So she needs to recognize that and get with the program. She needs to put her bid how she's going to give you the soft life because those 6 figures aren't going to make themselves king. Drizzle drizzle. A female comments, if you are in your soft era, go get the man you want. Drizzle drizzle. These bedwenches still don't get it. Never chase. Replace with another sugar mama. Drizzle drizzle. Where are those career ladies with their own money? It needs to be spent on us kings instead of cats and wine.
Drizzle drizzle means I'm too broke to make it rain.
Drizzle drizzle means I already bought these $100,000 geodes, so I know I'm good. I need you to drizzle to step up to show me you're equal. Drizzle drizzle means I'm in my soft guy era. I'm taking my $9,000 Fujifilm camera and traveling the world to do photography. And if you can't fund that to help me start my art gallery, then you're not a good person, drizzle drizzle. Because what kind of girl who claims to be a woman doesn't love art enough to support his man as he starts an art gallery? Drizzle drizzle. Drizzle drizzle means support me. This is one of my newest Airbnbs. Prove to me that you're not broke and book this property for a week, fly out to Dallas and show me that you're not a brokey and that you are my equal, drizzle. Drizzle drizzle means buy me another one of these to show me you appreciate the same kind of art that I appreciate, drizzle drizzle. But you know what drizzle drizzle really means? It means that I should not have to ask. You should be able to feel my energy. If I have to ask, I don't want it. If you wanted to, you would. Drizzle drizzle means that if you're broke, don't even reply to this video. This is a non-broke conversation, drizzle drizzle.
The fact that this whole thing is going over their heads is so hilarious. I'm here for the drizzle drizzle. I still can't believe these females are this dumb, and they claim to run this world.
Kings, this girl sends me a message, says, hey handsome, how's your day? So I send her a message back, not a good day. She's like, oh no, what's wrong? I'm like, I was day trading, took the long position in DJT, lost $25,000. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I hope you make it back. I instantly hit her with a block. First of all, I'm in my soft guy era. I'm not day trading to lose money. If you find out that I lost $25,000 in the stock market, I better see you put that $25,000 back in my brokerage account. Drizzle, drizzle. If you can't put it in my brokerage account, Zelle me the money right now. Drizzle, drizzle. Second, I should not have had to tell you that I was having a bad day. You should be able to feel my energy, drizzle, drizzle. If I manifested you because I don't chase, I attract, you should know already how I'm feeling before you send me that text message, drizzle, drizzle. And strike three, don't even start with, hey, handsome, or any of that BS. Do not start my day with the message without first sending me a Cash App notification that there's funds in my account. If you wanted to, you would. If you want me in your life, you would. If you don't, someone else will. No more brokies in 2024.
You're setting men up to fail. Who's going to tell her? This is the mentality of most females in the West. Their Cash App link is their business card. Whenever a guy tries to talk to these entitled thoughts, they demand money for their time. Yet their personality is that of a blow-up doll. How mad you guys are when you can't access the women you want. Hilarious. So she's admitting these females are hookers because if you don't have the money, you can't access them.
Nah, because I'm seeing all these dudes online talking about soft guy era this, soft guy era that. Y'all wanting girls to pay for stuff. And honestly, bro, you type of dudes, bro, is damn right. It's about time. Personally, if you ask me, it couldn't have been said better. I'm just relieved to know that it ain't just me. You want to come here asking me what I got to offer, what I bring to the table. Baby, I am the table. And it's not the question of do I got money. Obviously, but I want yours. How could we speaking our mind? Now we sassy. Now we acting zesty. What y'all be saying? And did. Don't care. I'm finna put your ass to work. I'm looking for the big ballers, okay? When that bill come to the table, don't even look in my direction. It's giving broke girl. And baby, if that's the case, that's fine. Just say that. No judgment, but next caller. I'm sorry, boo. No money on your done yun. It's gotta go. At this point, I'm not even answering the call unless I get a Cash App first. Like, what? Where's my money for my haircut? You want me to pump the gas? I forgot my wallet from me, my favorite line. And don't ask me to take out the trash. Baby, I'm in Margella's. This ain't no soft boy era. This is soft boy forever. What are you talking about?
This ain't soft boy era, it's soft boy forever. Drizzle, drizzle. Exactly. If you don't have the money, honey, we'll just become a passport bro and leave your ass with the cats.
All right, ladies. The men have decided if you can't beat them, join them. So drizzle, drizzle to your sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? At the end of the day, you told men that they were toxic just for being men. You told men that strength and macho behavior and all the rest of the things that come along with being a man, those things are all bad. Put them away. Okay. They said no problem. They have no problem being in their soft guy era. So I hope you're not concerned about who's going to be taking out the trash because guys have decided you, princess, you get to take out the trash. And while we're talking about royalty, I hope you're not wanting to be a passenger princess because these guys, they want that treatment too. Fair is fair, right? Anything you can do, they can do. All right, well, they've decided to match your sass and now they're embracing it. So I hope that you get everything that you wanted because, ladies, y'all have created some monsters, okay? So buckle up and enjoy the ride. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Drizzle, drizzle.
Don't forget, fellas, you're single till she puts a ring on it. Thought these feminists wanted equality, so why aren't they getting on a knee and proposing to us and buying us an expensive ring that costs the same as a new Tesla? So if we decide to move on to quote-unquote find ourselves, we can sell it at a pawn shop. No hymen, no diamond. Drizzle, drizzle. That's the new gold standard for a marriage in the West. Otherwise, with the divorce rates, the divorce robbery is not worth it. So if you want this commitment brokey hooker, virgin 18-year-olds only. That is right, because we independent men and we don't need no woman. Drizzle, drizzle. We're getting by just fine without these females anyway, so they gotta add to our lives.
Fellas, it's war.
The males have started saying drizzle, drizzle, like sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a new generation of men, so are so feminine. Drizzle, drizzle. I thought they were talking about Drake. It doesn't stick as good as sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh, yes, they do.
Sound like they're actually drooling. Okay. Sound like you drooling.
She said it sounds like we're drooling. Shira can't even talk right. She got to do the sprinkle, sprinkle. She got the little stuff in her mouth or her face or whatever. I think it's Botox. I don't know what it is, but fellas, it is wartime. Drizzle, drizzle versus sprinkle, sprinkle. We're getting this rolling. The thing is, if you was in my live, I said I was going to start trolling Shira. But it looks like it already has reached her, and the trolling will start tomorrow. This is crazy. You gotta love it, man. It's about that time, fellas. We doing it. We doing it big. Drizzle, drizzle. Yeah, it got a little ring to it. Drizzle, drizzle.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.